Hi, welcome back to another Messages from Ori. This is day-oyabunmi. Welcome in. Today we're doing a love checkup. So this is for those in relationship, those in situationships, those that are single. It's for all of us, okay? So come on in and get ready to hear what the divine has to say about your love. But before we get started, if you're interested in your own personal tarot reading on this topic or any other topic, you want to learn how to read tarot intuitively, you're interested in a Ifa-Orisa reading, an Ifa reading, some ebooks, online trainings, check out my website, daydreamalston.com. Okay? Great. So today we're using the Oracle of the Unicorns deck, and we're going to also use the True Heart Tarot, okay? So let's see what is going on with love. Before I started, I had to ground myself because the energy was like a little, not heavy, just a little off. So I'm going to take that as a message within itself that there's a need to be grounded. I don't care if you're in relationship, situationship, if you're single, there's a need to ground yourself, to take time out to really breathe and just be present in your dating, in your relationships. I'm also hearing be intentional. Like there's just a need to walk into it, into any situation with your eyes open, but in a very grounded and present way, not projecting things into the future. It's like you can have ideas about what you want, but let things unfold naturally, okay? So there's a need to ground, to breathe, to be calm. For those overthinkers out there, stop overthinking. You're going to overthink yourself right out of relationships. Okay, so let's look at what the divine wants to tell us about love at this time for our love checkup. The first card we have is the Eight of Cups. So the divine is saying that some of you are getting ready to walk away from a situationship, a relationship that hasn't been fulfilling. You're just ready to go down a new path. I think there's been so much disappointment in a particular union that you're just not sure if it's possible to get it back on track. So you're willing to actually just walk away, go on a journey, right? Go on your own way in order to figure things out. The divine is saying that timing wise, this is a good time for you. For those of you who have been through a lot in relationship, this is a really good time for you to take a time out and really go off on your own. And I see something about needing to check in with self, but doing a lot of like self-exploration, especially if this was a toxic relationship. Like really dig through it and see what you can learn from this experience, okay? Some of you are giving up. That's what the divine is saying. Like you tried so hard and you're giving up. Some of you need to give up, but you're still not at the point where you feel comfortable enough to do so. Some of you are looking for divine guidance when it comes to love and relationships. Like you're looking to the divine to give you a sign. Some of you have been waiting for a sign about a union. What else do we need to know? Our love checkup for those watching. Ooh, Lord. Okay. Okay. As you see, we're getting similar messages, right? If you read tarot, the Eight of Cups and the Six of Swords are both about, can both be about like walking away, leaving something behind. The divine is picking you up and taking you away from a union. For some of you, you have some very powerful female deities, entities that are removing you from a situation. See, some of you are getting divorced. There's a union here where you can't do it anymore. right? You cannot do it anymore. And so you're separating yourself. For some of you, this is divinely guided, you know, like you're being taken away from this situation. For some of you, you know, again, you need to walk away, but you're not ready. For those of you who are single, I see that there's been a tradition that you've had, a way that you've behaved or thought about love and relationships, where you're actually moving away from that. So if you were, say you were someone who was really afraid to be in relationship because of some bad experiences, I see that starting to kind of like you're paying attention to how those thoughts have created patterns in your life, and you're stopping yourself from doing that. Some of you are like setting really strong intentions with your dating life, and you're like, okay, it's like you're kind of talking to the divine, and you're like, look, this is what I want. You know, this is the type of relationship I want to be in. This is what I'm willing to deal with. These are my boundaries. Okay, now let's get it. You going out after what you want. For some of you, I don't know if you want to continue to be single, but you're not making the moves. You're not doing anything different. And so you're going to stay on this path of singleness unless you make some type of change, right? If the change is just getting out more, you know, things like that, then that's what you need to do. Let's see what else for our love checkup. Yo. Okay, y'all got some things going on. Give me a moment. Alrighty. So for some of you, you're with the Eight of Swords and the Five of Swords here, some of you feel stuck in a very toxic partnership or union. This could be with a water sign, or you could be the water sign. Someone is manipulating you emotionally, like there's emotional manipulation, gaslighting. Some of you may be partnered with a narcissist or are a narcissist, and there's like problems in the relationship. For the single folks, I see, yes, you are like, maybe some of you are taking a leap of faith. I don't know if you're joining dating sites, you're getting a matchmaker. Some of you see that the place you live in doesn't have a lot of options, and so you're actually thinking about making some changes in your living situation. For some of you with the Fool, I just see you letting go of the baggage from the past. Like you see how the past has held you back, and you're like developing this new way of thinking. You know, like you're going in a new direction, thought-wise. You're looking at things with a very fresh approach, which is really going to be refreshing for you and really good for you. For some of you, you're trying to decide if the person you're with is loyal to you, if they have your best interest at heart. The divine is saying, just watch. Just watch them. Like sometimes we're looking for signs, and the only sign we need comes from us paying attention to the people we're with. Like they will show you, you know, people will show you who they are. They'll tell you who they are. Just pay attention. The divine is saying you'll see something, you'll see the truth. You'll see it clearly. So just keep watching. You'll see if this person is a loyal companion, like the dog in this card, or if they're playing games, right? If they're not. Some of you have a younger air sign or someone who's a little less mature than you, maybe has a little less experience. It's something about like them not being at the same level as you. That person may be coming towards you with an offer of love or interest, or this is someone you're dating. They could be someone who's darker skinned with light hair or dyed hair. The divine wants you to just, again, be intentional, right? Pay attention to what's going on in the relationship. If you're dating and you're just starting out, the divine wants you to, don't get so caught up so quickly. Like, if you're just getting to know someone and there's some serious red flags, just get out of it right away. You know, don't keep pushing it and going forward into it when you know within that is a no for you. For some of you in relationship with a water sign, for some of you, this is not a person that's toxic, right? It's just like someone you're in relationship with. See this tentacle down here? This person, it's either you have a hold on this person or they have a hold on you. They are not letting you go, or you're not letting them go. That's funny. I see this person kind of entices you, or you entice them. It's kind of like, you're not leaving me. You know, this is what I have for you. You can't leave me. And that's in a good way. Some of you are, with the Three of Wands here, really surveying your life, looking back over your life, looking at your past love situations, looking at current experiences, and really just taking stock of how you've gotten to this point, you know, like what you've done to bring about your current experiences. Some of you with this Five of Discs on the bottom are looking at a relationship that was ruined. For some of you, you ruined this. You ruined this relationship. And there's like, you're actually looking at yourself, looking at the experience and saying, okay, this is what I did, or this is how we got to this point, and I don't, you know, I'm not happy with that. But I like that you're kind of doing a review and just being honest with yourself about things. With the two fives, with the Five of Swords and a Five of Disc out, there are changes coming to you, to your relationships, to your love life. Some of you are going to get up and walk away from a situation, even if it means that you're going to have some money struggles initially. Like, you see, okay, I'm going to go from having two incomes to one income. I won't have the same amount of help, but I don't care. You know, I'm ready to kind of branch out on my own and figure things out for myself, because I know that's healthier for me. For those of you that are single, some of you are going to go from, you know, being super independent and having to depend on yourself all the time to being in union. Someone's coming in where there's a potential for marriage for you. And this person is really going to be serious about you, really going to hold on to you. They have a lot of like emotional maturity and have very strong intuition as well. For some of you who have given up hope, whether you're in relationship, situationship, or single, the divine is saying, hold on. You're actually going to have reasons to believe again, reasons to have hope. The divine doesn't want you to give up on anything in life. Know that at any moment things can improve. With the Four of Wands here on the bottom of the deck, some of you believed that something was over, that something was ending. And I feel like the divine is going to like infuse your relationship with healing energy. Or you and that person are like, have decided, you know what? We're going to do this. We love each other. We're going to set the intention to really work together, and it's going to lead to like a strong union. I see some of you seeing the importance of building a strong foundation in a union. And even single people, I see that you're seeing the importance of building solid foundations, not getting caught up in like whirlwind romances in the beginning, but building solid foundations from the start. For some of you, the divine is saying you need to drop your guard in order to be in right relationship. The divine is saying you've gone through things in the past that have really caused like this pain and this hurt to, form like a shadow. And that shadow has been coming between you and new people, you and good relationships. But we're going to end with this tarot card. And before we get into the oracle, the Six of Wands, the divine is showing me and showing us that we can be successful. We can get it together. Like, we can be successful in love. The energy is there for that, right? For us to be successful in love, for us to have victory. But there's a need to just really get our minds right, set intentions and work together. And be honest, be honest with ourselves and each other. I see for some of you, you're going to get with someone, or you're with someone where there is so much like excitement about it in the spiritual realms. The ancestors are celebrating. There are people here on earth that are like, y'all finally got together. Oh my God. We've been waiting for this. What's the last cards from the oracle for our love checkup? Don't give up hope. We got the intention card, right? Be clear and decisive. Focus on what you really want. Be bold with your requests to the universe. So stop. It's like you'll have this vision of what you want for yourself, and then you'll settle for something less. The divine is like, no, just set your intention. What is it that you want? Be very clear, be realistic, be clear, and then, do the work that you can to make it happen. And what you can't do, you leave up to the divine, right? What else do we need to know for our love checkup? What else do we need to know about our love checkup? Goddess. So for the divine feminine, this is very, very important. There's a need to have a lot of just love and respect and honor for yourself. It says, honor your divine feminine energy. See your inner beauty. Love every part of you. There's a need to step up into confidence, because when you lack this confidence and knowledge of self, it's very hard for you to be in right relationship. And even for my fellas watching this, like, you have divine feminine energy as well, and you need to balance it within. The divine feminine is receptive, intuitive. It is the great creator, right? The womb of creation. So find ways to really incorporate that into your being. And gentleness. Some of us are too hard. We've been hardened by life. We've been hurt in situations. But it says, be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness and speak words of love. So bring gentleness, intention, goodwill, faith, and hope into partnerships, into unions, into dating, right? If you're just dating, into your singleness. If you're single right now and not dating yet, bring all of those aspects into your reality, and you'll see what you want manifest here on the planet. Don't forget to subscribe, and please like, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.